Hello, welcome to Econometrics Melody. In this tutorial, we'll deal with the commands duplicates, memory, and lookfor. These are very useful commands. Let's begin with this main Stata interface active each time press Ctrl 8 for activating data editor and Ctrl 9 for activating to file. So let us manipulate our memory. The first command is memory. If you type memory, then this will display the memory usage report. And if you type query memory, so this will display the memory setting. And if you type set maxvar to 5000, now the maximum var that is allowed it is 5000, and you can manipulate this and make certain changes. And if you write query memory, and then again you will see this report. Now we have 5000, so you can set max to any number, and again you can reset it to 5000. Now let us create certain variables. Let us create 25,000 variables. So we have only 5,000 memory allocated, 5,000 variables. So let us see whether we are able to create, whether we will be able to create 25,000 variables or not. Let me execute this, and you encounter this error, no room to add more variables. So this is the 5,000 is the limit. And if you see our data editor, and you will see up to 5,000, the variables up to 5,000. You see all the way to 5,000. Now let us again manipulate this, and let us drop these 5,000 variables that we have created using this loop. Now we're going to drop this 5,000 variables that we have created, and then see in our data editor, do we have any variables? No. Now let us set our maximum variables to, let us say this is the maximum variable size. It depends on the Stata version or Stata flavor that you have. So let me set it to 42,767 variables, and let me query the memory and see our, so this is, previously it was 5,000, now it is this. Now let me again now try to generate 25,000 variables. In the previous case I was unable to generate 25,000 variables. Now let us see. Now you see we don't encounter any error, and if you check this data set, and the maximum variables size is 25,000. Let me drop this 25,000 variables, and there you go. Okay, you can manipulate this option, set map size, set niceness, minimum memory, maximum memory, but you may not require this too often. The most used case is to set the maximum number of variables. Now let's move to our next command. It is duplicates. It will help you find the number of duplicate observations in your data set. And let me create a new data, and then let us manipulate this. So there are multiple duplications over here. Now let us find, if you write duplicate report and compress, let us see what happens. This will simply give you the list of the number of duplicates. So this one copy, there are 16 observations, they are unique, and 2 observations, they are of one type, and 9 observations, they are of another type, they are duplicates. These are duplicates actually. So in this also we have one unique. So if here is one unique, one is the surplus. If here is one unique value, so there are 8 copies, 16, 17, 18 uniques and 9 copies. So 18 plus 9 is 27. Now let us write duplicate report A, B, C, D, E. So we get the same result. All the variables, we have 5 variables A, B, C, D, E. So these are the duplicate reports. Now let us see how many observations in variable A, B, C, D are duplicates. So in A, B, C, D also we have 16 uniques and these duplicates. So in this also we have 1 unique each. Now let us see how many observations are duplicates in A, B, C. In ABC, we have 16 uniques and 11 are duplicates. And what is the scenario for AB, variable AB? In variable AB, we have 14 uniques and 2 observations are one type, 11 observations are of the other type. And we'll list actually what are the duplicates. Let us duplicate the list of A and B. What are the duplicates? So this is of one type, so you see 2, and this is of the other type. You see the groups, and these are of the other types. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So out of 11, 1 is the unique. Now let us duplicate list AB and compress separate by A. So when the value of A changes, we'll have a divider. This is the use of separate by A. So this is one type and this is the other type. You see the group. So how many number of unique values? So in this case, only 2 are uniques, other are repetitions. So duplicate report A. So let us see the duplicate report A. So in A, only duplicate report A, in variable A, we have 10 unique observations. 2 observations are of type 1 type. Sorry, 4 observations are of 1 type and 13 observations are of other types. And let us separate it by A. Once variable A changes, you see. So this is Krishna, this is Krishna. So this is of type 1, 2, this is of type 2, and these are the duplicates. They are exactly the same. Now let us see, if you specify duplicate examples, this will give you a list. So this is of type 1, this is of type 2. So this is the value that is repeated observation. This observation is repeated with exact value A, B, C, D, E, and 9 observations are there. Okay, and they have this value. Now let us duplicate list. This will list all the duplicate values. So this is the duplicate value. If you write duplicate list ABC, only the ABC duplicates in ABC are listed. And if you write duplicate list compress, this will compress the result in a nice format. Duplicate list compress and display, this will again compress display, will display the duplicates in this format. Duplicates list compress table, this will again display in this format. Duplicate list compress table and divider, this will divide the columns as well. Duplicates list compress table divider and separate by D. Separate by D means once the value of D changes, you will get a divider. So from 11 it's 13, you get a divider. These are the duplicates, exact duplicates, and 2 groups. And the duplicate list compress table divider, and you can even write the mean of BC, sum of variable B, C, D, and number of observations of D and E, and you'll get this results. Number of observations of variable D and E, and then sum of B, C, D, and mean of BC. You can even create an indicator variable out of duplicates. So let us create duplicates tag and generate a rip. You need to use this command called duplicates tag, and then we are going to generate a variable called rip that acts as an indicator variable. And let us see. You see 0 wherever there is 0, so 0 is actually the unique values and others are the repetitions, number of repetitions. So this 2 repetitions, and here it's 8 repetitions, this values. So if you count this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now let us drop, okay, duplicates A, B, C, 4s. So if we list this, so 0 is for unique, and if it's not unique, let us list the duplicates. You see, for one group, so 1 indicates 1 repetition and 1 is unique. Here 8 indicates 8 are repetitions, 8 observations are repetitions of this, so 1 is unique. So if here is 1, you will get 2, and if this is 8, then the total number of observations are 9, and 1 observation is for the uniqueness. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, now let us drop the duplicates. Duplicates drop A, B, C, and 4s. So we are going to drop the duplicates found in variable A, B, and C, and we are going to force drop. Okay, so let us see. And if you write duplicates drop, now all the remaining duplicates will be dropped. So we have 0 duplicates. Now let us duplicate write the duplicates list, so 0 duplicates. So we have cleaned our data. In a sense, we have actually removed all the duplicates, and this is also clear by this indicator variable. So all 0 and this 1 is the unique value for the 1 repetitions. Now let us go to our next command called lookfor. Now let us rename ABCDE with this label. Look for LL. This will display the variables and labels, and this will search LL. If it finds these two characters, then it will display all LL. So all the variables contains this character called LL, and look for ALL all. ALL all. Look for to and Casina. To Casina. Look for playing and engaged. Playing and engaged. Look for the characters C and the. So C and the. C, the. Look for AUTH, ENG, THR. AUTH, ENG, and THR. Look for don't. Look for don't with. Here we have don't, here we have with. So anyone, if any one of these specified characters or words, if it matches, so those variables will be displayed. Doll, and look for in and in all. So all these variables, they contain all. So if you remove in, it does not matter, we'll get the same result. This is very simple. Now let us, before we end our tutorial, let us see another command. Let us drop these variables and replace this. We have this string variable A. Now what does this split do? This will split this string variable and generate a spill variable split. And how does it split? So this will take the space in the parse and it will split. So we'll have split. So we'll have 3 variables: thank underscore you, all, and this number. Now let us run this command and see it for ourselves. So if I extend it, and you see thank you, all, and that. Now if you drop anything that begins with a spill, and how are we going to split these variables now, the string variables now? So with this, with the parse underscore, so anything underscore, this will split the variables before and after this underscore. So we will need to get 2 variables, so thank and you all. Now let us drop this again and try it's another variation. Split all, spill, okay, limit 2. So we need to have only, so we have not specified the parse, so after space we need to have only 2 variables. So thank you, this is the first space, and all, this is the second space. Let me drop a spill again and then try this. And spill parse, okay, underscore, no trim. That means no trailing and leading spaces will not be trimmed. If you see, there is a leading space before thank, and there are spaces in between you as well, and after this, after the ending of the statement as well. So the spaces will not be trimmed. Let me drop a spill, anything that begins with drop a spill. Now split all, spill, D string, and ignore these characters. So if you see this 1 0 and we have these characters, we are going to ignore this, and once we ignore this will be a number, and we are going, this is in a string form, we are going to de-string it. So this will, after splitting, we'll have 3 variables, and 1 variable will be numeric variable. This is due to this de-string. If you see this 100 and if you format it in a proper way, this is clear. So this is also very useful command. Please take your time in understanding this. This is it for this tutorial. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much, Econometrics Melody.